Hey guys, it's Devin, and today is Transformation Tuesday, week 4. Please excuse the fact that I have no makeup on today, and that my hair is not only in a ponytail, which is normal, but it's in like a messy ponytail. So it's just one of those days. I didn't want to do my makeup, I haven't done my hair, I haven't washed my hair today, and I just didn't want to do it. So, but I did not want to miss Transformation Tuesday, so there's that. This week I lost right at 5 pounds, just a little bit over if you count like the point whatevers, but I didn't really count those. So right at 5 pounds, I am 268.2 this week, which makes like 16 pounds that I've lost since I first started. Which, I can handle that. 16 pounds a month, I can handle that. I would rather it be like 20 pounds a month, but I had a really bad week this month, so, you know, that probably accounts for the other few pounds I didn't lose. But, as far as eating healthy and stuff this week, I didn't really have a hard time. I had a couple of days that were really, I call them hungry days. Days where I don't want to really eat junk, but I just want to eat a lot. So I really had to fight the urge with that, but I stayed under my 1,000 calorie limit every single day. So I'm super proud of myself for that. And as far as working out, now I was only able to work out 2 days this week. One was last Tuesday actually, and then the other one was yesterday. I was finally able to get back into working out because my back was messed up, and I have my SI joints in my lower back tend to get really, really inflamed, and when they go out, they go out. Like, I'm down on the floor crawling, can't stand up for like a week, and I'm on pain medication and muscle relaxers and anti-inflammatories, and it's bad. That's only happened twice in my life, knock on wood, thank God. But I've learned to listen to my body, and when they start hurting, when my back starts hurting like that, I know that it's time for me to take some downtime. So I've got to get back into, it's feeling a lot better, and it didn't go out completely, thank God. So I'm getting back into the working out. I'm a few days behind on the program that I was doing, but that's just a few days longer that I'm going to be doing it. So that's fine, not a big deal. And yeah, that's about it. I haven't found any new foods that I've been enjoying a lot this week. I've really been enjoying frozen bananas. I love freezing my bananas. I'm so weird because I don't like eating a banana just normally. Like, there's something about the texture of a banana that makes the back of my mouth feel funny. I don't really know how to describe it, but I don't know. It's just, the texture is off for me. But when I freeze them, the texture's fine, and that's the way I like to eat my bananas. So there's that, and that's about it. Not really an exciting week. Not really a hard week. A couple days I struggled, but I made it through, and I did it. And I was really happy to see that I had lost 5 pounds because, considering I only worked out twice, usually I don't lose. I don't lose as well when I don't work out. Working out is a huge thing for me that I have to do. So I was really happy with that. Now, last week when I talked about the fact that it is more expensive to eat healthy, and it's, you know, you really do have to spend more money on that. I had a few people that commented and was talking about how, yeah, that really is an issue that they have with eating healthy. So I thought I would tell you guys some of my tips for trying to be more cost effective at the grocery store when you're trying to eat healthy and lose weight and still, you know, get the benefits of fruits and vegetables and stuff that that your body needs, and not have a bunch of extra calories and a bunch of processed stuff. So my top number one tip that I could, and I'm sure a lot of you already know this, but for those of you that don't, I figured this would help, is to buy frozen fruits and vegetables. When I go to the grocery store and I spend a lot of time in the fresh fruits and vegetables section, I spend so much money. And then I turn around and it's a week later and half of the stuff is sitting in my refrigerator still and has gone bad and I have to throw it out. So it's a waste of money. I can't stress enough how helpful buying fresh or frozen fruits and vegetables versus fresh is for me, because you know, if you want fruit and all you have is frozen fruit, you can thaw it out, eat it that way. You can throw it in smoothies. You can put it in a dish. If you're cooking a dish like a pineapple chicken or something like that, you can stick the pineapple in there. Same with vegetables. You can, the frozen ones, you can put them in a smoothie. You can put them in a soup. You can put them in a dish that you're sauteing on the stove. I just really feel like that saves so much money, because, you know, you hear a lot of people say, buy local, buy in season, and that's how you can afford your fresh fruits and vegetables. Bullshit. Okay, I live in Kentucky and I shop at Kroger normally, and if I buy stuff that's local, and in season, I'm still spending more on that than I am the frozen option. And the frozen option is, that sounded funny, frozen option is just as healthy because it's frozen right at the peak of freshness. I sound like a commercial, don't I? But it really is. It's frozen right at the peak of it being its freshest, and it's got all the vitamins compacted in there that you need for that fruit or that vegetable, and you still get all the benefits without letting half of it sit in your refrigerator and go to waste, and without breaking your wallet. So that is my top #1 tip for anybody who's trying to be cost effective and still have the fruits and vegetables. Another tip I have is crock pot soups or stews, or, you know, just things that you can make in your crock pot as far as like, well, soups and stews. Anyway, I have 3 different recipes that I make in my crock pot. One of them is just my basic cabbage soup. One of them is one with, like, it has kale and some type of couscous in it and a bunch of vegetables that I got from a Rachel Ray magazine. And then another one has, like, quinoa and sweet potatoes and chicken that I got from Pinterest. And I will try to find links for those 2. My cabbage recipe soup is just, it's my own. I don't put anything in my cabbage soup except cabbage, maybe some onions, and then a bunch of seasonings, because I like it plain and boring like that. I don't like it with a lot of other extra things in it. Yeah, I'll try to find links to those other 2 and put them in the down bar. I'm not making any promises, though, because you guys know how bad I am about that. But if you are interested in the recipe, just tell me in the down bar and in the comments, and next week I will put it in the description bar for you guys. So, yeah, but I just make like a big crock pot full of that, and then I'll eat it. You know, if I want it for lunch or dinner that day, I'll eat it. And then I buy individual freezer bags and separate it. And usually I get 10 to 12 individual portions out of that one pot. So there's 10 to 12 meals that you've got right there. Stick them in the freezer, lay one out a day, or lay one out the day before you plan on eating it. And if it's still a little frozen when you're putting it in the microwave, that's fine. Or when you're putting it on the stove to heat it up, that's fine. It'll unfreeze beautifully, and you have a quick, cost-effective dinner right there without having to go out and spend $2 or $3 every single night on a Lean Cuisine or a Smart Ones or some type of diet dinner. So yeah, that's something that I've really enjoyed doing, and it saves me a lot of money. And then if there's any, like, for the one that with kale, I do buy fresh kale for it, even though you can buy frozen kale. I buy the fresh kale, and any that's left, I stick it in a freezer bag, stick it right up in the freezer with the soup, and throw it in the next batch that I make, or throw it in a smoothie or something like that. I'm telling you guys, freezers are your friends. Seriously, they're amazing when it comes to stuff like this. Another tip is, this is one that I just discovered, but I noticed that a lot of recipes that I needed to use called for a lot of chicken stock or a lot of vegetable stock, and that stuff gets really expensive because it's like $2 or $3 a box, you know, for one of those containers of stock. I found stock bases, not bouillon cubes, which I guess you could probably use bouillon cubes too. I don't know, I'm not real big on those. I've never really used them, so I guess they're probably the same thing, but stock bases, and what it is, I should have brought one out here to show you guys. I'm so sorry. It's like a little tub of, say, chicken stock. It's got a little tub of chicken base in it, and all you do is add a certain amount of that to water and stir it up, and that makes your chicken stock, and it lasts so much longer, and it's so much cheaper. You can get the whole thing for the price you would pay for one container of chicken stock, and it's going to last you a long time. I mean, I haven't even put a dent in mine, and I've used it for probably 6 or 7 meals that call for chicken stock, and I haven't even put a dent in it yet. So that is a huge way to save money at the grocery store, because those stocks, they seem really simple and like they would probably be really cheap, but they're very expensive in my opinion. So I would definitely try stock bases or even bouillon cubes. I don't know much about those, but I'm sure a lot of you do, and they're probably really cost effective as well. Another thing is buy store brand meats. Store brand meats are just as good as the Tyson or, you know, the Springfield or Smithfield. It's Smithfield, isn't it? Yeah, Smithfield. Whatever. Buy store brand meats if you're going to buy a lot of meats. I highly recommend buying the store brand. And if you notice, very rarely is there ever a recall on the store brand stuff. Like as far as the bagged salads, off topic completely of meats, but when I do buy bagged salads, I always buy them on Manager Special. And yeah, you have to eat them that day or the day after because they are like on their way out. But I do buy those on Manager Special because I just refuse to pay full price for them because they're ridiculous. But I always buy the store brand as well because you never hear of the store brand ones being recalled. It's always Dole or, you know, some really hugely manufactured popular brand that's always being recalled, from like E. coli in their spinach or salmonella in their chicken or, you know, some bullshit. So there is something to be said for store brand besides cheapness, apparently. But yeah, store brand meats are so much cheaper, and definitely, like, I plan my meals around whatever meat is on sale that week. Now this is for my family. For me, I don't eat a lot of meat. I eat fish. Occasionally I'll eat like turkey or chicken, but I eat a lot of fish. Fish is very rarely on sale, and it's not cost effective, so you know, you can do just as well and eat just as healthy with ground turkey, with ground chicken, ground pork, really, really lean beef. You know, you can do it just as easily that way. And I definitely plan my family's meals around whatever meat is on sale that week. And you can definitely do that. You can plan around whatever meat is on sale. And if you only go grocery shopping maybe twice a month or once a month or something, just stock up on whatever meat is on sale that week. Stick it in your freezer and thaw it out as you need it. But yeah, I highly recommend store brand meats. They're just as good and they're way cheaper. So yeah, I guess that would be it for my tips. And as far as like tips on working out, if you want to work out and you don't want to go to a gym, or you don't go to a gym, I feel like you can probably accomplish everything at home using your own body and using, just that, and get a lot of the same effects. I'm not a huge gym person. If you are, great. If that's what motivates you and you love it, I'm not saying anything negative about that, but don't feel like you have to go out and join a gym to get healthy and to get in shape, because you don't have to. If you don't have workout DVDs and you can't afford to go out and get workout DVDs, two things. Look at your library. My library has a lot of workout DVDs, and they're not the most popular ones. They're not, The Biggest Loser or Jillian Michaels or anything like that, but they are workout DVDs, and they are going to help you. They're going to get you your cardio. They're going to get you your strength training if you want to do strength training in that area. And at mine, you can rent 10 every 2 weeks, and it's free. So, check your local library for workout DVDs without a doubt. And then secondly, if, I'm assuming you have internet connection, so, then they have a lot of videos here on YouTube. There's a lot of workout videos here on YouTube. Now, granted, the majority of the ones that I have seen, that I have watched, are for way more advanced people, but don't let that discourage you, because I'm doing one right now that is for people that are way more advanced, but I modify it. And, you know, I told you guys I'm doing the Leslie Sweat workout with her here on YouTube, and she shows modifications for beginners. On every video that we're doing, she shows how to modify it for beginners, and I'm modifying it, sometimes even have to modify it beyond that. But as long as you're up and you're doing it, it's fine. So don't be discouraged and don't feel intimidated when you go onto a video and that person is really, really in shape and really looks great and is doing something that you know you can't do. Don't be intimidated. Find a way to do it. Find a way to make it work for yourself. And that's free. So that is 2 tips for working out that I can give you. And then, you know, going for a walk. Hey, it's free. You get to get outside. I'm not much for going outside. I have a treadmill, so I just kind of stay inside. But if you want to do that, great. So yeah. That is my tips for the week. That is my rundown of this past week for me. I hope this helped you guys. Thank you guys so much for all your words of encouragement in the comments as well. I can't say enough how much that really, truly does mean to me to know that you guys are really, really rooting for me and really on this journey with me. I really, really appreciate it. So thank you so much for that. And thank you so much for watching. I hope this helped, and I hope you guys have a great week. Bye.